I don't think it's that crazy for someone to pick up Clay again. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I definitely think he's not done. I definitely think he gets one more opportunity just being him, but I don't think we see the last of Clay. I know he mentioned like this might be the last of him. I don't buy it. I think he's got another run in him. And then again, if that run's really successful, then we go, then we go again. So like, I really don't think it's his last, his run yet. I don't know. I don't buy it yet. I don't buy it.
I have been benched from the New York Subliners. I was informed of the news a couple days ago, and while I am upset at the decision, I am understanding of the circumstances surrounding it, and my performances in-game haven't been good enough. So just wanted to make a quick video kind of talking about it a little bit and kind of explaining my thought process for the future. I really do want to compete. I'm going to fight and scrap for every inch of this pro career that I have. I always have and I always will. I'm not ready to be done yet. So with that being said, I am currently looking for other opportunities on other teams. I obviously don't think I'll get on one right now in the middle of the stage, but I'm hoping after the major an opportunity arises and a team wants to take a chance on me proving myself. I think that's really all I want in this situation, is just an opportunity to prove myself and the worth that I bring to a team. I think that my individual performance hasn't been indicative of how good I am at this game. I think while some of you might think that I hate the game or I've lost my passion or any of those number of things that make it seem like it's okay. Oh, this is why you're doing bad. I honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys that's like farthest from the truth. I wasn't the best version of myself with our initial team. After we came back from a little break we had, and then after the kickoff, there was a couple of weeks there where I really was just unsure of my place on the team, what the team wanted me to do, how I was supposed to play, how I was supposed to interact with my teammates. But after Nep was benched the first time, I made the decision to be the best version of myself that I could possibly be. And while that may not have translated to performance in game, I do think that I carried myself with a certain poise outside of game and with a certain level of energy and attitude that was strictly positive, and just tried to lead by example, tried to play the most, tried to watch the most VODs, tried to just be an overwhelmingly positive teammate. And I just really feel like I never really got a chance to settle in with the team. I never really got a chance to, we played 2 matches with Nep, I think 3 or 4 with Matt, and 2 with Nep when he wanted to run a flex, and then I'm dropped, right? So, we can get into the weeds with why everything happened, but honestly, with situations like this, you can only look back and be like, what could I have done better myself? And, I regret the way that I handled things for a couple weeks there after the kickoff, but the past is a past and you can only move forward. I hope I do get another opportunity on another team, and I really do believe that I have what it takes in this game. I think if you ask any of the pros who I've been playing with, not during scrims, well, even during some scrims when we were practicing, but my mechanics are still there. I can still play the game at a very high level, and I do think with how much preparation I've put in, I understand the game at a high level. I just need an opportunity with a fresh environment to really prove that. And I mean, historically, we all know what happens when I get dropped or I get benched. I honestly wish New York nothing but the best. I wish nothing but success for those guys. Obviously, I'm upset, but once you sit here and think about it, I hope those guys do well, and I hope those guys find the success that I think they all deserve. I think a reset was needed overall on the team. I've been telling the org since Major 1 that a 2-person change is needed, and I know they're still only doing 1 person right now, but I firmly believe that a core shakeup of the fundamentals of the team needed to be changed, and this is New York's solution for changing it. Can't really be upset with how I've been performing, and so I totally understand where they're coming from. I just wish I had an opportunity to prove myself. So yeah, that's really all I'm here to say, guys. It sucks, but I'm gonna keep warm, keep my fingers going, stay ready. Gonna spend this couple of weeks working on myself and making sure I hit the gym, start eating healthier, and really just focusing on myself. Mentally, I'm in one of the best spots I've ever been in, and while this whole situation is obviously kind of a downer, I'm still keeping that positive mental attitude and really just the eyes looking forward attitude that I've had and is what has become a part of me. So You know, I'm ready to go. I hope somebody gives me the opportunity to prove myself this year and gives me another chance at playing Call of Duty professionally. But also on the other side of things, like I know I'm not guaranteed a spot. I've seen this happen to a lot of pros, especially pros who get upwards of age, and you know, this could be it for my competitive career. I don't want it to be, and I'm gonna, you know, hold on to the hope that there will be another opportunity for me, whether that may be after this upcoming major, maybe after the next one, or at the very worst next year. But usually sitting for that much time is a little bit of a death sentence for someone this late in their career. So if I don't find an opportunity in competitive Call of Duty, I will be looking for opportunities elsewhere. You guys could toss a retweet on this tweet. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I don't really know what I want to do, but if you know me and you have a job opening, just hit me up. Maybe we can work something out. I'd love to stay in COD, but also I understand that, you know, sometimes when a chapter closes, a brand new one has to open. So I'm not gonna put all my eggs in one basket. I just want to compete, and if I can't compete, I'd like to work with people I like. So that's really the main goal here. I know a lot of you guys probably want a lot of the drama and the BS, but you know, you can only take responsibility for the things you can control, and I contributed to this team just as much as anybody else, and the shortcomings and the failings are just on me as they are anybody else. So like I said, wish New York nothing but the best. I hope another team gives me an opportunity, and if I don't get one, hey, you know, I'll probably still be around in some capacity. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate the love that you always show me. And again, see you next time. Much love, everyone.
That was like basically Clay's like whole video after he got benched. And that was like him talking about like, you know, what he wants to do, like, you know, like what's going on and stuff. Personally, if you ask me, it's not and that has nothing to do with him. Like obviously he's been playing like before, like below his standards. Like he said, he hasn't been playing the best individually. What I was saying is like, I think I said it yesterday and I'll say it again. It's like, I don't think he's done in the sense like, yes, he was playing like he was like, you know, underperforming in that sense and in that sense and all that. I think that team was just hell from the start, like for all of them, and they were all kind of just not like you can even hear in their listen-ins, and I'm sure if their listen-ins sounded like that, I'm sure their scrims were way worse. You know what I mean? So I don't think he's done. I don't know exactly what opportunity he gets, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be teams struggling after Major 2 where he'll get looks from teams. So one thing that scares me with him is what you guys are saying is the only thing that would, I guess, that like he might not get a look for is his contract is probably not cheap. That's like where it scares me. Like, you know, you guys are saying Paris, like hypothetically, like I don't even know if like Clay would technically want to play for, like I don't know like what his standards of like offers he gets to, because if you say you play for Paris and like you have a really slim chance of making champs, does he want to, you know, like I don't know where he exactly wants to be depending on the placing of the team too, but Paris can still very easily turn it around. But the thing that scares me too is like even if he wants to go to Paris, they're like, are they going to pay his contract out? Like I don't know like how New York is as an organization. Like I wonder if New York will let him go for cheaper than, you know what I mean, than cheaper than it has to be. Even if Clay takes a pay cut, I'm not saying that it's not his salary that I'm worried about. It's his buyout. Because if he takes a pay cut, they're going to have to completely redo the contract. And if they completely redo the contract, this is like from what I'm thinking. I might not be 100% right, by the way. Like I'm just as like kind of speculation. Then they would do that. I don't think you're going to see a loan in the CDL, Royce. I don't think we're seeing any loans happen. I don't know if New York will give him for cheap, because they probably paid a lot for him. But I don't know. Again, at the same time, like I'm not too sure like who it's going to be, because Paris is not his only option right now. There's a lot of teams that are struggling currently, and especially after Major 2, for example. If some of those teams that are struggling currently right now continue to struggle after Major 2, Clay might be an option. I don't think Clay's done, and I do think that if he gets another opportunity with a fresh environment, with like, you know, just a different work, like just a different mental reset, in the sense where it's like, all right, this team's brand new. We can do something with this. Let's put our all into like, you know, being the best team and best players that we can be. I think he could do it again. And I think after that will be like his, you know, his tell of like, you know, with his Vanguard and stuff. But I wouldn't like count him out fully yet. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I definitely think he's not done. I definitely think he gets one more opportunity just being him. But it really just kind of depends on some other stuff too that like he can't really control. And, you know, like what he said at a part of that video was like, at worst case scenario next year. And he said that sitting around like kind of kills you. I like agree and I disagree. Sitting around only kills you if you're not playing. Like if he's actively playing eights and he's actively trying to play the game and still actively like being in the scene and playing the game and staying relevant, I don't think it's that crazy for someone to pick up Clay again. You know what I mean? Like, just because he hasn't played in the league, like, if he's still actively playing the game and showing that he really cares and stuff, that shows you a lot about him. So I definitely think that that's a possibility in that sense, where it's like, you know, he could still very easily make it work, even like next year, find a spot again when, like, you know, teams reset their rosters. Like, obviously some teams struggle throughout the year and they reset the roster, like what Zinni did. Zinni, you know, kind of stayed super relevant throughout that entire that entire Cold War season, and then look, he ended up on the Boston Breach and now he's doing his thing, right? Like, Clay can easily do that if he doesn't get into the league beforehand. So I don't think we see the last of Clay. I know he mentioned like this might be the last of him. I don't buy it. I don't think this is the last of Clay yet. I think he's got another run in him. And then again, if that run's really successful, then we go, then we go again. So I don't know. I'm sure he said he'll never play Vanguard out of frustration. I mean, he probably said that out of frustration. And also I'm pretty sure he wasn't like being super serious in that clip. If you go watch that clip again, like he literally responded on Twitter saying like, I was just giving you some views, like fucking around. Like, I really don't think it's his last, his run yet. I don't know. I don't buy it yet. I don't buy it. Regardless, best of luck to him. I obviously hope he finds like, you know, like a place for him to get that new environment, that fresh environment, and obviously try and bring him back for like this, like, you know, next run. I had the pleasure of teaming with Clay in that environment where like we all kind of got dropped and we're all like, you know, fuck everybody. We're going to prove people wrong. And we did it. And that was a while ago, but it's still very doable. And I'm excited to see that when it happens. I think that's going to happen. That's my take on it. I don't think he's done. I'm excited to see what happens with him, but either way, I wish him best of luck, and really about it for my take. I don't think Clay's done yet.